Hello and welcome to another episode of Create Ball. You guys remember the bus stories video I made a while ago with the awful thumbnail? Yeah, well, I'm going to make a part 2. And if you don't like that idea, too bad. This is my channel, so I make the rules. Alright, so if you've seen part 1, you'll remember that I ride two buses. A bus called Bus 40 and a bus called Bus 20. Well, Bus 40 has assigned seats, but Bus 20 doesn't, so sometimes you've got to run around and try to find a seat. It's a pretty intense competition sometimes, and once I actually had to kill a man over a seat. Not really. Even though there aren't really any assigned seats for the most part, a lot of people have a seat that they sit at most of the time. There's this one guy who we'll call the Cuddle Bear. Um, Long story, not worth explaining. Anyway, he sits at one of those seats with the heater underneath it. During the winters, I love that seat, but sitting next to Cuddle Bear can get kind of annoying, mainly because he's always trying to pull you into the stupid argument in our class between Chevy and Ford, which I don't care about, but it's a price I'm willing to pay just to sit with that heater. So how about that argument? Well, you see, a ton of kids in my class have been fighting between Chevy and Ford since November or so. In fact, the argument has gotten so intense that calling someone a Chevy lover in the midst of Ford fans is enough to go to blows. And most of the kids in the argument ride bus 20. Lucky me. So whenever I have to ride bus 20, I have to listen to all these fools argue about something completely irrelevant. So that's fun. But enough about bus 20. Let's talk about bus 40. It's alright. Like I said, there aren't any assigned seats, so that could be really good or it could be really bad. It's good because you don't have to fight for the right to a seat in the morning, but if you sit next to someone really obnoxious, well, too late to save you now. At the moment, the person I sit next to is fine, but nobody cares about things going right for me, so let's talk about some really obnoxious people I had to sit next to. Alright, so a few years ago, there was this one kid who we'll call Isaac Karp. And Isaac was super competitive. Everything was a competition to this kid. Once I was drawing on the bus, and I was drawing little mountains in the background, and when Isaac sees it, he pulls out a fresh piece of paper and says, I bet I can draw more mountains on this paper than you can. I mean, seriously, what kind of competition even is that? But needless to say, I totally drew more mountains on that paper than he could even dream of drawing. But enough about seating arrangements, let's talk about something else. So I'm sure that anybody that watches my videos has probably noticed by now, I really like ridiculous hats. And if any of you haven't at least thought that that might be the case, then I have no words for you. No words! Well, anyway, I actually own my fair share of ridiculous hats in real life, so one day my brother Webb took all the ridiculous hats we have and brought them on bus 40. Throughout the whole day, there were just miscellaneous hats all over the place. It kind of made me uneasy the whole day because at least half of those hats were mine, so if any of them went missing, Webb would have some HECK to pay. But we got all the hats back, so yeah. That was a good day. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this video, then press the like button. And if you want to be notified whenever a new video comes out, then subscribe and ring, ring, rung that bell so you won't miss my next video. You can also watch my previous video and my last bus stories video by pressing the eye icon in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. If you have any bus stories of your own, then tell me them in the comment section down below. And until next time, don't die.